What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Second Street. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Here it is, another Monday. We find ourselves at the beginning of, and you know what that means. That means we've got some new comic books getting ready to hit the shelves this week. And in here, I'm going to go over some of the comic books that I'm going to be taking home from the comic shop this week. And before we get into that, I want to know what is on your comic book pull list as we get ready to get here into mine, starting right off with Aftershock Comics. You guys know I do really enjoy a lot of the books they do over there at Aftershock, and this week we've got 3 issues, starting off with Maniac of New York, issue number 2. This one is kind of like a Jason in New York kind of thing. There's a mass murderer. Well, I guess you would say he's a mass murderer, kind of going around out there, and it seems like there's probably been some imposters and things along the way here as well. I thought issue number 1 was a pretty good setup. Can't wait to get here into issue number 2 of Maniac in New York. The next one on Aftershock is Scout's Honor, issue number 3. I thought the first 2 issues were pretty decent. Can't wait to see here what the 3rd issue has in store. I believe this one is once again another 5-issue miniseries by Aftershock. They do a lot of miniseries, and hey, that's perfectly fine with me because I do like, getting some of these good stories in just little 5-issue miniseries. If there's a story that needs to go beyond that, hey, great. All happy about it. But sometimes I do like a lot of the little miniseries that Aftershock puts out on their just that they put out. The next one here, we've got Knock 'em Dead, issue number 4, written by Elliot Rawl. I've really enjoyed this series. Issue number, the first couple of issues, the first few issues kind of took us and introduced us to this character and kind of set up everything going on here. Issue number 3 kind of left on this real kind of cool cliffhanger. I can't wait to get into here in this issue number 4. Once again, just, Aftershock Comics does a lot of books that I really do enjoy. So I check out a lot of the titles that they put out. But let's go ahead and move right into another one of my favorite publishers here, AWA Upshot. This week they've only got 1 book that I will be picking up. I believe they've only got the 1 book coming out, and that is Redemption, issue number 2. This one's kind of a post-apocalyptic kind of future kind of book, but just it takes place in the whole AWA Upshot world. In case you read any of their books, they're kind of in this same shared universe. And I thought the first book was a pretty interesting setup, kind of this Western kind of post-apocalyptic thing going on here. You can see there on the cover, it looks like we've got Linda Hamilton there, on there, kind of like they use her pictures when drawn. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I like what they're doing over there at AWA Upshot. Again, they put out a bunch of books here over this last year that I have really enjoyed. If you guys haven't checked out any of their books, go check them out on their website. I believe it's awaupshot.org or something like that, or .net, something. And you can go there and read a lot of their books absolutely free. They have some of the digital ones on there. You can go and read some of those issue number 1s absolutely free. Make sure you go and check them out. But that's all I've got for AWA Upshot. Moving into Boom Studios this week has quite a few issues coming out. First one we've got here is Proctor Valley Road. I can't remember if I put this one on my pull list or not. It seemed like they had several kind of horror titles coming out here at the same time. This one, it's got this alternate cover as well. A lot of horror and kind of band things going on here lately. Like, look at that cover. It looks like it insinuates there's a band thing going on here, which we'll talk about, another one here in just a few minutes. But Proctor Valley Road, I can't remember if it was on my pull list or not. It looks interesting. I'll probably end up checking it out. The next one we've got is Spectre Inspectors, issue number 2. This one's on their Boombox imprint, and I thought issue number 1 was a pretty good introduction to this world and these characters. Again, I guess we'll see how this one kind of progresses along. Yeah, like I said, and the art in this book I think is pretty decent for the story and everything being told. Kind of what you would expect out of Boom Studios, which brings us to the next one on Boombox imprint. I love this series. Last Witch is absolutely great. This is one of my favorite titles since this one's came out. The first 2 issues were great. I had my kids read those books and they absolutely loved them. Boom Studios, they've been doing just a lot of great books here lately, and hey, By no means is Last Witch just another one of their great books that they are putting out. But let's go ahead and move right into the next one here on Floating World Comics. We've got Night Hunters, issue number 2. Now, issue number 1, I didn't really do a review on that one, but it was a book that was very good. I enjoyed the setup of this story, and even the art in this book. It seems like there's kind of a lot being told through the art and the colors and everything. This book is one that many people may not enjoy, but I thought the setup and everything here was absolutely great in the first issue. Cannot wait to read issue number 2 here. And this one, I believe, I think this one's a 3 or 4 issue miniseries as well. I think it's 4 issues. Yeah, just and I'm not really sure that I've heard of a whole lot of books on Floating World Comics, but this one right here is pretty dang good. But that brings us right into Image Comics, who has several issues coming out this week that I'll probably be picking up. Like this first one right here, Carmen, issue number 1. It's got a few variant covers. I'm sure there's probably plenty for these. I've seen this one. I'm like, I may have to get that one. Look at that cover, man. It's got like, anyway. Yeah. Anyway, I remember reading like some of the solicit and stuff on this one. It sounded kind of interesting. Something I may not totally be into, but I was like, hey, I guess we'll put it on the list and we'll find out how it is. It could be good. Hey, it's on Image Comics. They put out a lot of pretty decent titles. I just don't read a whole lot of Image myself. The next one, we got Deep Beyond, issue number 2. I thought the first book was actually pretty good. I didn't think I was going to like it. It wasn't even on my pull list. I went ahead and picked it up anyway. I thought it was pretty dang good, and I cannot wait to read issue number 2 and see how this book, how it ends up being. I'm not sure. I can't remember how long this series is. I think it's another mini series, but I think it's more than like 6 issues. I think it's like 12 or something like that. I could be wrong. Feel free to beat me up and let me know down in the comments below. But I thought the first issue was pretty good. Can't wait to read issue number 2, which brings us to Homesick Pilots. Issue number, what is this? Issue number 4 already. Issue number 4 of Homesick Pilots, and it's got this alternate cover as well. There might be more. I really enjoyed the series. It's a horror book kind of revolving around this haunted house, and there's like these punk bands and like, just like that kind of like 90s stuff. Very, very good book. I enjoyed this series so far. The art in this book has been very good. Now, this is the one I was talking about earlier, kind of like the one, what was that one? Proctor Valley Road on Boom Studios. Kind of the same thing, kind of a horror vibe with, it looks like, you've seen the girl with the guitar. Seems like there's like a band thing going on. I don't know. Hey, horror, bands, whatever. Hey, you got me. You got me. That's all I've got to say. But moving on into Titan Comics, we've got Blade Runner 2029, issue number 3. There's only going to be one, I think. I'm not sure how long this series is going to go on for as well, but I'll be picking up this Sid Mead variant for sure. Sid Mead, I always talk about this. Sid Mead did the original concept art for the Blade Runner movie, and they've been using a lot of that concept art for these covers throughout this series since they had Blade Runner 2019 here on through that one. They've also got that Blade Runner Origins coming out this week. It's not the same team or anything, so I was like, I don't need another book on my pull list. I don't know, maybe I'll check it out and review it for the channel, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me think. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you gonna check out Blade Runner Origins? Yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Which brings us to the last books on my comic book pull list this week, and that's going to be from Vault Comics. We've got the Autumnal, issue number 4. I've really enjoyed this series. This one has a couple of covers coming out. I like this cover here as well, and then it's got this alternate covers here as well. I've been picking up these ones. I believe these are all connecting. This cover right here. Really enjoyed this story so far. It's part of their Nightfall series, their horror line over there on Vault Comics, and they have this kind of different take on horror and kind of what they do with it. I've really enjoyed a lot of the books on their Nightfall line over there on Vault Comics. Just really good stuff, if you ask me. Which brings us to Sarah and the Royal Stars. This is the Volume 2 trade paperback. Comes out this week, and I gotta tell you, I've got Volume 1 on order as well, and I gotta tell you, I cannot wait to get these trades in, because Sarah and the Royal Stars is one of my favorite series on Vault Comics. It's one of the first series I started reading on Vault Comics, and this book, it just has beautiful art, and the story in here is really good. Throughout these whole, I think 10 issues, There's only like one issue out of this whole series that I'm kind of like, I don't know. But the rest of it is just so damn great. I cannot wait to get these in. And Vault Comics, they put out these just like their trade paperbacks are really beautiful, and the quality of them is really nice. Like I said, I cannot wait to get this one in this week, guys. But that is all I have for my comic book pull list this week, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you've got on your comic book pull list, and if there's any of these that you would like me to do some more in-depth kind of reviews on. Like I said, that one Night Hunters, I'm definitely going to be doing one on that for sure. Now, the next thing I want to talk about here is, not too long ago, I dropped a review of The Cimmerian Volume 1, and here, let me show you this this cover right here. Some of these covers for The Cimmerian. Now, I really enjoyed the series. This is the Volume 1 book right here. Like I said, very good stuff in this series. Now, the one thing they've kind of done throughout this series is they have switched writers and artists nearly every single little series that they put out. And here they're getting ready to release Volume 2 of The Cimmerian on a hardcover as well. I do know that I have that on, I had that on pre-order at my local comic book shop because I read the Volume 1 of this series, and I absolutely loved it. And at the same time, I was already pulling this series right here, which is The Cimmerian and the People of the Black Circle. And this is again the Volume 2 of the series as well. Got these and these are all 3-issue three-issue arcs right here. And this one is the Homage cover right here. Now, like I said, these books have been really good. I've really enjoyed it. Here throughout this whole series, like I said, they've been switching artists and even writers here throughout. And I think it's a good way of that they've done it in getting different creators in there to give you different looks, different stories, because they are all kind of drawing from the stories, the original stories that Robert E. Howard wrote back in, I think, like the 1920s, 1930s. Just very good stuff. And I recently just finished this last volume here, or this last little story arc here of the Frost Giant's Daughter. And this one, they've got just some really great covers on this series as well, this last story arc. And check that one right there. This one right here is one of my favorite covers that they did here for this series here as well. And then issue number 3 right here as well. Now, like I said, even in my review that I did of Volume 1, I gotta tell you, like, if you like Conan, if you're really into Conan, this is a series you want to check out. I'm telling you, like, the art, like I said, in the first volume, the art may not be there for a whole lot of people. I thought the art was good because it really matched the story, that tone, that grit of what I expect out of a Conan. You know what I mean? Like, he's a, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a old school, like, Viking days and stuff. You know, like, he's like it's real dude stuff. Right? It's real dude stuff, you know? He's not supposed to be all nice and clean and, like, you know what I mean? Even that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie back in the day, he was kind of, you know, still a little clogged. He needs to be, you know, but Arnold still pulled it off, did he not? I think he did. And that's kind of what, in this series it is. Like, the art has kind of conveyed some of that grittiness, I think. And the art here, like I said, they keep changing it. In this third in Volume 2, in these first 3 issues, the art is really it really reminds me of a lot of the art that we got in Volume 1 in the first 2 arcs there. But here in the Frost Giant's Daughter, they brought in a new writer and artist. And this one, I believe the writer and artist is Robin Recht. And I'll show you the name right there. Because this Robin here did the kind of did the writing. I mean, took from the script and adapted those into the storyline and did the art in this book. And I'm telling you, the art in this book, in volume 3 here, I guess this second story arc of volume 2, I guess, if you will, I think the art in here is definitely much improved from what we got in the first volume, and actually even the first three little arcs. Robin Recht, I believe I'm saying that right, Recht, just like the art in this book is great stuff. Like I read these last 3 issues like pretty quick, and I cannot wait to get that volume 2 in, because like I said, these are beautiful books. They're hardbound, and like I said, this volume 2, that second half of it in the Frost Giant's Daughter, man, the art in there is really good, and it came out with some absolutely fire covers. But like I said, let me know down in the comments below, have you read any of the Cimmerian on Ablaze comics? If not, and you like Conan, you absolutely need to, because I am telling you, it's got that real Conan feel to it. I haven't read any of the Marvel stuff, you know what I mean? Like, that seems a little too safe for me, especially after reading these books right here and how excellent this series has been. And like I said, I think that volume 2 is getting ready to come up here in the next handful of weeks. I believe it was solicited either last month or the month before, so it should either be this month or next month. Like I said, I cannot wait. But let me know down in the comments below. Again, what's on your comic book pull list? Have you read the Cimmerian? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Like I said, that's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Second Street Marvel. If you're not already, please make sure you're subscribed. Click the little bell and all of that good stuff. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you don't. It's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But while you're at it, make sure that you share it with a friend and invite them to hang out. It's here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next